I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's an ABS wheel speed sensor on the passenger side rear of this Saturn. I'm going to test it right here and make sure it's good. I watched a video on YouTube trying to find where the module is under the hood, and I finally found it. But that guy, he said you have to replace this whole thing if this is bad. That cannot be true. That just cannot be true. Not this piece, I mean. This comes off, and then the whole wheel hub, bearing, and assembly all comes off, and that's the part you'd have to replace. That would be absolutely stupid. Anyway, I'm going to test here, make sure it's good, and then if it is, which I'm pretty sure it is, I'll have to find where in the wiring harness it's losing connection. I've got my brother's little multimeter out. It's got all the functions I need to test with, AC voltage and ohms. That'd be more than enough to figure out if anything's wrong with the sensor. And I got my OBD2 diagnostics panel out. If anything else is going on, it'll let me know. I was going to show the process, but the sensor reads bad, 6.6 kiloohms, and it will not generate any AC voltage at all. So I'll have to look into getting a replacement for it. If it does require that whole bearing assembly, forget it. Just forget it. I can do without ABS. My dogs may wreck me. They are really having a ball. But if I survive, I'm going to work on the car. I need the brakes working right. And I got up early, got a lot done, exercises done, stuff like that. But I got to replace the wheel speed sensors on the right side, both front and back. You'll notice that in lieu of a shock, I'm just using the ground. It's convenient. My dirt is clean anyway. Just right. It's actually pretty pleasant out here right now. That's why I got up and got everything done so early. Let's see, put this here. No, maybe not. This old solar panel box will have to do for my shop floor. But what I am after is this sensor here. You can't see it yet, but I got to take the brakes off and the rotor off to get to it. Should be pretty simple. There's a YouTuber, has this exact same car, paint, everything exactly the same, is dealing with this same issue on his front wheel. I'm dealing with them on both front and back, probably because this side spent so long facing the sun. Okay, looks good. Rats have eaten all my shop towels. Well, I think they just carried them off to make nests up with. So easy. Now that better be coming loose. It has taken us months to try and sort this death certificate issue out, and now 6 weeks ago or so, I thought we had it done. I just assumed that girl was being honest with us. Yeah, of course. But anyway, I can't believe they have messed up this badly. It just seems intentional. Man, I must have had a lot of thread lock on that. Oh, smooth move. This is what I can't get off. Have to get a wrench. Oh yeah. These are handy as can be. They've got special non-slip ends in the ratchet end. These are made of some really strong metal. Yay! As unnecessarily tight as that was, maybe I ought to go back with some thread lock. Make sure. Find a way to set this. Ah, come on here. Okay, good. That'll work. I gotta clean that out and take that out. T30 Torx. Not very tight. It's good. You wouldn't want to put too much pressure on that. I'm sure this is loose. That actually was rather loose. guy on YouTube with the other vehicle, just like mine. I forgot about that. Shoot. Not a problem. Just take longer. But his car is so exactly like mine, paint and all, that just watching the video should have fixed this one. Still, it was kind of him to make the video and provide the socket sizes needed. Just saved me some time hunting things down. Can't find my new set of needle nose pliers. I'll just have to use these locking type. Of course, it'd be the wrong way. $14. So I have to go back 14 when I go back. That'll be good. This thing here's got to come off. I can get to it. There it is. Missed. Really not enough room by itself, so I'll have to take it apart a little further, which means I've got to take that off. No, huh? All right. Okay, that'll work. may have enough room right there. Looks to be about a 5mm hex. Yeah, of course that'd be in the way. Okay. Get this out so I don't lose it. Yep. Go clean around it so it doesn't get any trash in it. I've already made a mistake. I haven't even opened the package to ensure that I got the right parts. Maybe I should do that first. Looks exactly right, so I shall continue. Ouchie. Now that is just crazy. It is not that long. There's no way. Oh, that is worrisome. They actually expect me to do that. Well, all right, we'll do it. We can do that. There we go. Seems I can't go through the hole that way. There we go. Some holes in it for some reason. All these speed sensors do is tell the ABS computer what the wheels are doing at any time to give you the best traction possible in any given condition, like rain or whatever. Okay. I guess the holes are supposed to be there. Now I need a knife. Wonderful. I think scissors will cut this. Yeah. Looks to be good shape. Before I continue, I better get my multimeter out here. Got my trusty little flashlight out. I'm going to check the reluctor ring. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. There's been some damage. What in the world from? All the stobs are there, but all the little raised parts are there, but there's been some damage on a section of it. Something has hit it, and I can't imagine what it would be. Wasn't this. It's possible, as clean as that is in there, it may have been done at the factory. I'll just have to accept it, whatever it is for now. Yeah, I know. I'm slow. I like to take it easy. I'll do you guys a favor and edit this video and take a lot of this out. Let's see what we got here. Auto ranging. Let's see if you guys can see this. Yeah, I'm not very efficient either. I need some little mini pins. Never had any of those. Guess I could make some. But they make some nice ones that just clip or whatever. .8 mega ohms. I hope that's good. It seems wrong. I hope that's good. .5 mega ohms. Major difference. Those aren't the numbers I was expecting, though. Still, it's brand new. Hopefully they got it right. If not, this ain't that bad of a job to redo. Oh, yeah. Easy does it. There we go. Plug through. Make sure I don't have any dust or debris. Yep. And then very gently rub that off. Good. Got it started. In it goes. I feel bad about that mechanic on YouTube who thinks you have to replace this whole thing if the sensor goes bad. I hope he didn't actually do that. Sun's starting to come out. Push the dust plug in. Good. Plug the sensor in. Sensor installed. Now just put everything else together. I must have put my screwdriver up here. Another way to test this is to set this to, I think, AC voltage. Pin that and spin this what do you call that? The spindle. Spin that and it should produce voltage. But since I don't have an easy way to pin those right now, I'm not going to mess with that. I forgot that. I guess it'd be wise to hook the spring up, I suppose. Yeah, like that. And of course, the one thing that's going to be in the way is the spring. Those scissors could be so handy. Retaining pin through. That's not bad. Get it in place. Interesting. Close, but not quite. give me plenty of room to work. If I knew where my pliers were, or at least my needle nose, this would be a whole lot easier. Okay. Looks good. There we go, 14. Well, bearings are great. That'll take care of the sensor. Man, what I'd give to have my shop back. I'd wire wheel this clean. But it's my car. I know what I'm doing. I'm just glad I get to inspect all this, make sure everything's in good shape. It's in really good shape. Glad about that. Next is the rotor. Clean the dust out of it. Figures. Wasps have built dirt dauber nests in the cooling fins. Hate it when they do that. You get your tires balanced and everything, and your car still wobbles and shimmies and shakes, all because of wasps. mare's nest, but that'll be all right. All right. That needs, guess I put that up here. Doesn't need any thread locker, does it? Nope. Well, good. It's still just a 50-50 guess that the problem is at this sensor. I think it actually is. I can't find any wiring issues, but I've never dug down to the ABS module to check for corrosion at the end. And that's a possibility. If there is any oxidation of the contacts, it could give this same exact issue. Hang on a second. Something's odd. Strange. There, that's better. Hummingbird? Got a lot of hummingbirds here. They're drinking me out of bags of sugar, 5-pound bags of sugar just every few days. And they are annoying. You don't run out of hummingbird food for them. They come after you if you do. And they say, feed me, feed me, feed me. They're funny. Every time they migrate, when they first get here, they'll come to the door and actually get you and tell you to put the hummingbird feeder out. They do that every year. It's never failed. We do what they say. There's just a swarm of them over there right now. I put out a new feeder a few hours ago. They've already got it drunk a third down. And normally, you should be able to just get that back, because this just slid right off. Now there she is. Here we go. Oh, I said that would go. May have to compress it. Yeah, springs were just holding it. So far, not bad. Make sure the threads are clean. Make sure all the surfaces are clean. Don't worry, if I was to work on one of your vehicles, I'd do at least as good a job as I'm doing now. I have fixed thousands of vehicles out here. A lot of them I've had to work on out in the fields or on the roads. One day, the rear differential went out on our hay truck. Had to go jack it up and, well, I had to go jack up a parts truck, pull the rear differential out of it, haul it over there to a field a long, long ways away. I mean a long ways away. We started pulling the differential out. Let's see, how'd that go? We were hauling hay. I don't know how old I was at the time, probably somewhere around 9 or 10. And I know it was early morning when we got to the field and started loading bales. And we were almost completely full. And the differential gave out. But we started early morning, and it only takes a little bit to load 150 bales on the truck. I think it's something like 12 to 15 minutes. And so we were only there a little bit when it gave out. And realized that it wasn't something that could be fixed right then and there. We had to drive all the way back over here, take a differential out of another truck, and drive all the way back over there. And I believe it was 11 p.m. by the time we got back over there. And it was morning again by the time we got everything done. It was a very dry air night. We just hauled in the night. I remember driving in that field, but I wasn't driving when the differential gave out, so not real sure what the deal was. I remember thinking that that differential was a huge job, that it was going to be too big, the truck was totaled. I didn't realize that it was so easy to do. We just jack the trucks up, roll the differential out, and then just jack the... We had to unload the hay off the truck to jack it up and put the differential under it. The longest part of it was actually switching it out, because we had a high and low speed in that differential, and we had to switch that out. I don't even remember how we did that. I don't remember what was wrong, but we couldn't just switch out gears or drive lines for some reason. That, or it was just faster to switch the whole differential. I don't remember. I remember when we got it off there, we moved the tires. From the truck differential to the replacement differential. It only takes a drop or two of thread lock. You don't want to overdo it. And there's certain places you want thread lock. You don't want it at the very end. You want it to meet perfectly in the thread mating surface. There's many other professional things you could do to make sure that everything's in good order, especially if you're doing this for like a customer or something. But this is my car. I know it. I'm not having to rely on speculation from a driver who hasn't seen under their vehicle. One day some people came up here wanting me to replace the brakes on their truck. Well, yeah, okay. Well, I'll do that for them. I took their brake drum off, and everything fell out. They hadn't had brakes in a long time. Had to buy a bunch of parts to fix their truck. normally you'd want to torque this. So don't take what I'm doing here as gospel. But I guarantee you that ain't gonna come loose. Ever. Not without another long extension. One down. See, the center cap's in the way. Forgot to push that out. Well, I know how to take care of that. Yeah, this is just a crazy dusty job, but everything that needs to be clean is clean, so it'll work. Always use the star pattern or the opposites, depending on which number of lugs you're dealing with. Do this long enough and you can estimate the torque. And finally, double check the first one. Okay, there's one. Now I gotta do the front wheel.